Hello friends, in today's video I am going to show you the Java code implementation for the encryption part of the ADF GVX cipher. So let's dive into the video right now. Okay, so we have first of all come to our Eclipse IDE for writing the Java code. Actually the entire code is already written, but my job for now is to only explain the code part or the coding implementation for the encryption part of this cipher. Now first of all let us go to the main function or the public static void main function, inside which I declared two string variables. The first one is the encrypt and the second one is the key. Now first of all we are taking the cipher text or the plain text from the user as input, and also we are taking the key as input, and after that we are calling or invoking one function encrypt where we are passing the plain text as well as the key as parameters, and then after calling the function the control will go over to the function inside which we had first of all declared one character two-dimensional matrix called T, where as you can see we had declared an arbitrary 6x6 matrix consisting of numerical digits or numerical characters from 0 to 9, and also we have all the letters of the English alphabet from A to Z. And then we had declared one character array called index where we have the characters A, D, F and G, V and X. And after that we had declared one empty string called inter, which is going to be our intermediate text. And then we have run two for loops, basically three for loops. Basically I will tell you what is the meaning of this entire code here. So basically the meaning of this entire code is that basically this code here actually makes the intermediate text. So suppose for example, as in the previous video on the introductory part on the ADF GVX cipher, we have taken the plain text as attack. So in attack the first character is capital A. So in this table you will have to find first of all where capital A lies. So as you can see capital A lies here. So corresponding to capital A, the character which we have on the row side as well as the column side we will have to add to the empty intermediate text. So the row character will be A, D, F, G, V, X. Okay, so the row character will be X and the column character will be A. So basically in this line we are basically adding or concatenating A and X to the empty intermediate text, and similarly for rest of the characters which we have inside the plain text we are going to do the similar thing, and finally we will come up with the entire intermediate text. And after getting the intermediate text we are going to do these formalities and print the intermediate text. And after printing the intermediate text, in this line basically we are going to, here in this code snippet we are going to fill the table T2, the declaration for which we had given here in this line. We are going to fill the T2 character two-dimensional character table or matrix with the letters of the intermediate text in a row wise fashion. And after filling up the table T2 we are going to go to the next line, and after that we are going to print the letters of the key character array, letters of the string key, and after printing the letters of the string key we are going to print the contents of the T2 character two-dimensional matrix. And after doing that we are going to go to the next line and declare one empty two-dimensional character matrix called T3. Basically it also has the same dimension as the previous character two-dimensional matrix called T2. So basically it has 100 columns and it has the number of rows, basically it has 100 rows, and the number of columns equal to the length of the key string variable. And after that we are going to fill up this table also, this matrix also, in such a way according to the rules of the ADF GVX cipher. According to the rules I have full guarantee that you all might have seen my introductory video on the ADF GVX cipher. In that the second table we are basically going to form in an alphabetical manner according to the letters of the key string variable. So basically in that video I have taken the key as German. So in German, the first alphabetical character which comes first in the alphabet is A, and after that we have E, G and so on. So for A, basically we have to map by taking the help of the T2 matrix and also the key string variable and fill up the T3 two-dimensional character matrix. And after filling up, basically we will have to go by the rules of the cipher and fill up the first column with the elements of that column in which A has the uppermost position in the T2 character matrix. This entire code here, as you can see, is dedicated to do that thing only. And after that we should go to the next line and print the same table, but in this case we are going to print the letters of the key in alphabetical manner, and the corresponding columns below it are going to be printed. For example, inside German we have the first alphabetical letter as A. So under A, whatever row, whatever column we have, we are going to print all the elements of that column from top to bottom. In that way only we are going to print, and after that we are going to go to the next line and print all the remaining columns. And this code here is basically going to print that only, as I had discussed, and after that we are going to print the encrypted text. So basically now let me run the program and show you how this entire code works. I am going to take the previous example only, which I discussed you in the introductory part of this cipher. So the cipher text or the plain text will be German. The cipher text or the plain text will be attack, and the key will be German. So the intermediate text, as you can see, is going to be this one after applying the specific norms of this cipher, and we are going to print the first table for understanding purpose, and the second table is also going to be printed. Basically this entire thing is not the table, this thing is the key, as you all might have understood, and this basically is the effective content of the table T2, and this is the alphabetical ordered representation of the characters of the plain text German, and this is the table T3. And after printing these things, these basically are for the understanding purpose only, and after applying the specific norms, as you can see, the encrypted text is found by reading the characters from top to bottom and progressing from left to right. Okay, so from top to bottom, as you can see, the topmost element is X, and then we have G, and then go to the next column, we have double G and double D and so on. So XG, double G, double D, GV, GD and XG. So this is how you have got the encrypted text. This is basically the main principle of the ADF GVX cipher. So that's all from this video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed, then don't forget to like, share and comment, and I will come up with the decryption part for this cipher in the next video. Until then, keep exploring.